people consider the Indian Administrative Service exam to be one of the most difficult exams that they could ever write. But please don't consider it that way. Actually, the Indian Administrative Service exam and related exams called the UPSC Civil Service exam can be approached very, very effectively if you try to learn everything that you have in the syllabus in a very systematic, organized and patient way. There is now an established way in which you can actually proceed that includes the mastering of the NCERT textbooks, then a bit of extra reading, general newspaper reading, critical thinking ability. By critical thinking ability, what I mean is you have to look at issues and then try to analyze what are the pros and cons of that issue. What do you have to say about that issue? Is the issue right or wrong? In that way, you have to weigh the issue. So, along with that, there are three aspects that you have to consider. One is your local issues. Then there are the national issues and there are the international issues. So, any major and important item that happens locally, nationally and internationally will have to be taken care of. Then yet another aspect is, say for example, if some important conference happens, say in climate change, an important conference in climate change happens, then what that particular conference has to do with the basics of climate change as the topic is explained in the NCERT textbook. These two will have to be connected. There has to be a link between the basics of ecology and environment along with what is presently or currently happening in the country. So, in a sense it means that your training actually is a method by which you have to link things based on the past into the present and projecting into the future. So, Indian Administrative Service is not a tough task to achieve. It can be very well confronted, it can very well be tackled if you read the paper intelligently every day, if you can approach the contents of the NCERT textbooks from 6th standard till 12th standard in a systematic phased manner, if you can improve your writing skills. Writing is extremely important in civil service because unfortunately writing is the one skill that many students consider they can manage even without learning the basics of writing. Any other skill you would be ready to learn, but the mechanics and the skill of writing, you feel you have it in you even without learning anything about it. This is absolutely wrong. You have to learn the basics of writing because the writing part actually has a lot of, it's a very, very important aspect of the civil service exam. So, to put things in a nutshell, let me tell you that systematic training of the systematic reading and comprehension of the textbooks as I mentioned earlier, then continuous reading of the newspaper, then writing skills in a practice of writing skills in a systematic manner. These three things, and another thing that I forgot to mention is the way to present things. It is not enough just to learn a few topics. You should also be able to present the topics well. So, these four areas, if taken good care of, should carry you through. All the best. May the best things happen. Thank you.